Hello everyone, and welcome on board. My name is Marco, and I'm a student pilot. Today, I want to talk about a phrase you may have heard pilots use when communicating with air traffic control. It is souls on board. You probably even heard it on movies. The term souls on board has been used in aviation for almost a century. It was first introduced in the 1920s as a way for pilots to quickly convey the number of people on their aircraft. As a pilot, one of the things we're required to do before every flight is to determine the number of people on board the aircraft, including passengers and crew. This information is usually recorded on the flight plan form, and it is really important for several reasons you're going to hear about. When we're communicating with air traffic control, we need to provide them with certain information about our flight, including the number of people on board. This helps the controllers and ground know what to expect and how to plan for our arrival and departure. But what happens in an emergency situation where we need to quickly convey the number of people on board the aircraft? This is where the phrase souls on board comes in. The phrase souls on board is a standardized aviation term that pilots use to report the number of people on their aircraft. It includes everyone who's on the plane. This is going to include passengers, crew members, and even infants or children who may be traveling. The reason we use this phrase in an emergency situation is that it is quick and concise. Instead of having to specify the number of passengers and crew members separately, which would take a lot of time in an emergency situation, we can simply say souls on board and everyone knows what we mean. And it is crucial in this situation because in case of an emergency, rescue teams know how many people they should be looking for. Something that needs to be taken into account and is a little bit odd is that in the cargo area of the plane, there can be human remains being transported. So in the case of an emergency or an unfortunate crash, to know the exact amount of living people on board would help crash responders to sort out crash victims from those already deceased. As a student pilot, I've learned the importance of clear and effective communication, especially when it comes to emergency situation when everything is critical. Knowing the proper terminology and procedures can make a big difference in a crisis. So, the next time you hear a pilot use the phrase souls on board, remember that this is a way for them to quickly convey the number of people on their aircraft. And if you're ever on a plane and hear this phrase used in an emergency situation, you can be completely sure that the pilot and crew members are doing everything they can to keep you safe. Now, thanks for watching. That's it for today's video. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment. I appreciate the support you guys give to this channel. See you next time and happy flying.